Hello, welcome everyone to Three Themes Live. Hello, Sandra.
Hi, Kris, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Good.
So
good.
excited for a new day. It is a Tuesday, and it is so fun to see you coming in on the comments and sharing some of your thoughts about yesterday, which we'll talk a little bit more about today. And we have a really fun show planned. I'm super excited, aren't you?
I am. It'll be great. I'm excited to see
surging.
you.
But guess what? Even if you're not a serger, it's okay because you can do the project for sewing too. So don't you worry one bit. We've got it all covered. Glad you're here. Welcome to Three Themes Live. Let's go. Hi everyone, welcome to Three Themes Live. I'm Kris here at my girlfriend's quilt shop, and I'm so excited for today. You know, yesterday's show was absolutely incredible, and I appreciate some of the comments that I'm seeing come through already. In fact, Sandy Purdy, my friend, love you so much, and that was so kind of you to say what you did. She shares that yesterday's broadcast will be hard to top. I love them all, but yesterday, oh my. That means the world to us. No pressure, ladies.
I think there's a lot of pressure now.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
You know what? I have Cheri and Sandra with me today, and I'm so excited to have them as well. Yesterday's show, can we talk about that for just a moment?
It was amazing.
It was.
It was really fun to watch.
It was. You know, for those of you, if you may have missed it, I highly recommend you go back when you have a chance and watch, especially during theme number 1, because we had fine artist Rolinda Stotts on with us. She was joining us virtually from Tennessee, and it was just so wonderful to visit with her and hear her ideas and her thought process behind something that is a concept that she coined. And do you remember what that was called?
Bella Rota?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
Bella
Yes.
Rota. And in the translation from Italian means?
Beautifully broken.
Oh.
Who cannot relate with that?
Exactly. Beautifully
we all
broken.
can. Oh, we all can.
Yes. Why can we relate to something like
I
that?
think because we all feel broken.
At
but
one
it's
time
like,
or another in our lives, we do.
And
We
so,
definitely
but it's
do
like
that.
out of that, you can make beautiful things.
Yes.
I mean, really.
Well, and you advance from that and you become better.
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
exactly. You know, and I think for so many of us, you know, perfectionism is something that we're always trying to attain, whether it's just in our own personal lives or even in our creative lives. I know for me, you know, I just want everything to be just right. I just want everything to, you know, everyone to be happy and everyone to, you know, get along and you know, all the things. I just want everything to be perfect. And sometimes life is a little messy, right?
Oh,
It
it can
is.
get very messy at times, that's for sure.
The other thing that I love that she talked about was that was not her. She didn't go to college to become an artist or whatever.
Right.
She had these other career paths that she was
Yeah.
kind of chasing, and this just kind of. Not just kind of happened. It wasn't like one day she woke
Yeah,
up, but
yeah.
that's became what her passion was. And I love that because I think so many times when you're 18 or whatever, you start off
Yes.
with, I am going to be this.
Yes.
And how often does that,
Why?
do you fit in that box for the
Right.
rest of your life?
Exactly.
So I
very
think
often.
it's about
No.
that journey too.
I mean, she
of-
wanted to be a bull rider.
yeah, that was when she was pretty young.
Let's see, she said a bull rider, a vet, and then a lobbyist.
A lobbyist for the
that made me
cows
laugh.
that made me laugh really hard. Yeah, I was like,
Oh, but you know, I think, you know, she reminds all of us of a very important lesson, and especially when it comes to us as creators, is that sometimes in all of the mess, sometimes things are just beautiful as is. And I think that's a really important message to remember. So again, thank you to Rolinda for joining us yesterday. And I really do hope that you all get a chance to go back and watch, because there's a really powerful message in what she shared. So my friends, today we thought for theme number 1, we would bring back something very popular that everyone seems to love. and that is the finish line, a segment we call the finish line.
We need like racing flags.
Yeah, we do. Like, where's the black and white flags, right? For sure. And so today, because we're talking a little bit more about serging, we thought it might be kind of fun to share some of the projects that you all have been finishing at home and projects that you've been posting that have to do with serging. So let's go ahead and take a look at who's going to be highlighted today. All right, so first off, our friend Shelly Sandra. Okay, Shelly seriously cracks me up, doesn't she?
Yes, and I'm so proud of her though.
Yes. Why is that?
Because she's had a journey too with
She has.
and to see not only this beautiful quilt, but to hear her comments.
Yes.
Made us all just smile.
Okay, so in here she says how much she loves her serger. She said, "Is it crazy to admit I have a serger on every floor in my house?" Yes, Shelly. That is crazy.
How many
That's
floors?
amazing.
She has 22 floors.
22 floors, that's all.
How many floors does she have in her house? I mean,
Oh, that was too
in
funny.
reality, you have
Yeah.
2, 3, how many floors?
That's right. And she finished her quilt. She's getting ready to do the binding. And she said that when she does do the binding, she's definitely using the fusible thread method on the serger. And that's one of your favorites, right, Cheri?
It is like, seriously, if you just get a serger for that,
Yeah, exactly.
it is game changing.
Yes,
So
absolutely. All right, let's take a look at Michelle Rottinghouse. She has this cute cuddle pillow. What else does she have there?
She says, my cuddle pillow, infinity scarf, and lap blanket at a cuddle class. Sorry, she finished them. Okay, all done on a serger.
Wow.
Also just made a baby blanket with my serger.
Nice. Look
Nice.
how cute that is.
Yeah.
Way to go, Michelle. I love that. You know, Minky is not very easy to work with, but a serger makes it so much better, doesn't it?
okay, Shelly says she doesn't have 22 floors, just 3.
I love that. Thanks, Shelley, for letting
Clarify
us.
that.
Yes,
Yeah, clarify that,
exactly.
'cause I'm like, how many floors does she have? Anyway, yeah.
There you go. I love that. All right. Next up, we have Lisa Winkleman.
Okay, first of all, amazing!
Yes.
My first serger project. Pajama yoga pants, and she just bought a new Bernina.
Oh, how fun.
But the first project, are you kidding me?
Lisa.
Well, pajama pants are the easiest thing to do on
Are
a
they?
serger. Oh, totally.
You know,
Easier than a pillowcase.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If it has
just
to
as
forget,
easy.
if it has
Just
to
as
fit,
just I would say just as easy.
Okay.
Just as easy. Yeah.
I don't know. For me,
We're getting
like,
this look of
okay,
like, quit lying, you two.
I'm going back to my 7th grade days of trying to make pajama pants, and the crotch was about this long. And it was a mess. It
That's
was a
a
mess.
faulty pattern.
If faulty
go.
pattern
I was gonna
or
say,
faulty
did you-
sewist. I don't know. I would hope that my 7th grade home ec teacher is looking at me today very proud, right? Because she probably didn't think I was going to make it very far.
Either.
All right. Who do we have next? Let's see. We've got Jessica Dredge.
She says this week was all about our getting more comfortable with our serger. She says, thanks to Cheri and Lisa's class, I even took their advice to not wait 2 years, I'm saying 2 years, to finish, and she made a couple of bags.
Way to go, Jessica.
Perfect.
Isn't that
Perfect.
so
And way to go,
fantastic?
Cheri.
Yeah.
And
I
Lisa.
know. Look, I have one of her little bags like she made.
Nice.
Aren't
Wow.
they cute?
They are
are.
cute.
The little ruffle bags. I love them.
I mean, you showed a lot of different techniques in that class,
yes,
didn't you?
and this is not the I'm just barely have opened my box.
Mm-hmm.
It's that little push to learn a little bit more because there are
Mm-hmm.
some new techniques in there.
I love it. Is it too late for someone to take that class?
We have the replay.
Okay.
So we have the replay available when you get the replay. It comes with the pattern. There are
Okay.
also a few kits still avavel. So not very many kits
okay.
left, but.
Well, I've been
Good.
seeing lots of these bags coming
Yes.
through, and I think they're absolutely adorable.
And it's great because it is that little bit of a push.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, and I think once you do get it at that finished point, it gives you some confidence, to say, I can operate my serger.
Right.
yes,
Because
exactly.
Definitely.
sometimes people are very intimidated
Yeah.
by their sergers.
That's true. And hey, let's take a look at Kim. Kim Schultz, look how cute these are.
I made a crossbody purse.
Oh my goodness.
You can just feel how proud she is.
Absolutely.
Look how cute they are.
Absolutely. I think those are adorable.
Zipper and all.
Yeah, zipper and all
Yeah.
of it's done on the serger, right?
That's awesome.
And if not, I mean, we didn't ask her, but if
Yeah.
not, you can put a zipper in on your serger. That's one of those little push
That's
techniques.
true. That is
So-
true. Marcia shares in the comments that PJ pants and yoga pants are easy on a serger.
They are.
They are.
They are.
You got something, don't you?
Fact, look how cute.
Okay, you've got to tell everyone what you were telling me earlier
So
today.
I was like, I want to have a little something to show tomorrow because, you know, we have our little serger thing. And I cut these out and my serger is in my daughter's room. So she's like, I'm going to go shower. By the time she got back, I was putting on the waistband and they were
What?
done.
Are you kidding me?
So-
What,
Oh, wow.
20 minutes?
About
maybe?
20 minutes, yep. And they have the
Okay.
little pockets.
Those are adorable.
So if we didn't have the pockets, I would have been done.
Oh.
And I did jump over to my machine to do a top stitch because
Wow.
I like how it looks.
Heck, if you didn't even have pockets, you'd get it done even faster.
Yes,
wouldn't
you would. And that's why I said like the pajama
Oh,
pants
totally.
on a serger are so fast. And like I have
Okay.
like the little jogger type of,
Will you teach me
finisher.
how to do that? I gotta make
Yes.
some of those. Those are
you
so
might have
cute.
someone who would love these.
I think so too. I agree. Absolutely.
I did that a lot with my kids when they were little.
Yeah.
I made their pajama pants. I made T-shirts. I made
Really?
sweatshirts. I did all of that. Yeah, when my kids were little with my surgery.
But, like,
Wow.
look-
Okay, that's incredible.
Look at the inside.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like a beautiful,
I love that
clean
knit. That's
finish
awesome.
with the
Yeah,
serger,
yeah,
right?
Yep. You don't have any strings. You don't have.
Oh my
So it
goodness.
looks beautiful inside and out.
Okay, I love it, you guys. Well, thank you so much to everyone who has been posting pictures. Continue to post your pictures, whether it's a serger project or whether it's a scan and cut project or a machine embroidery project. I mean, we want to see it all. We want to see what you're working on because it truly inspires us, doesn't it?
Oh, very much so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so how do they post?
It has motivated me, that's for sure.
Well, in the serger, we do have a Facebook group that we
Yes.
love, and you can post it in there. But we also appreciate when you post it on Friends of My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop because it's a little bit bigger audience, and we love to do it. But when it's in the serger group, we know you've been serging, and it's great to have that inspiration to know what is my next little push. What's my next project going to be?
Yes, 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 for sure. Let's see. William shares that on the daughters and the water bills, if they paid their own water bill, we would have more money for fabric. Okay, William must be responding to someone else.
Well, I think it's my
right
my
there.
daughter's 20-minute shower.
Oh,
she
I'm with
wasn't
you.
in the
Okay,
shower the whole 20
okay.
minutes, but
I mean, Laura did say that would take her way longer, for sure. And Heidi said, motivate me, please.
Yes.
Okay, well, Heidi, your wish is our command because guess what? I'm so excited for theme number 2 today. I can hardly stand it because I have the cutest little bag that is made on a serger. However, if you don't own a serger, well, it's time to get one. That's all there is to it.
Amen.
But no, if you don't have a serger, you can also do this on the sewing machine. I'm going to show you how to do just that in a moment. But stick around for theme number 3 because Sandra will then show us another way to get a beautifully finished seam without a serger with your regular sewing machine. But the results, unbelievable. It'll change the way you look at finishing any kind of seam in that next project. So I can't wait for that. We'll be back in just a moment.
The fringe is this right here in the center, and then the outside of it right there. Push
Okay.
green, and it's going to line that up, and it's going to do that center of the flower. We have regular white thread in our bobbin right now.
Okay, so nothing different.
Nothing different.
Okay.
So what we're going to do on this one is we're going to use water-soluble thread in the bobbin. I keep it in a bag. I keep it separate from any of my other thread. I highly recommend a fabric folding pin that says water on it. And then you can just take this and just kind of get it wet. And I'm going to just let it sit for a couple seconds. And then I'm going to take just the end of my stiletto here and just kind of scratch it like that.
It's coming loose.
Come back to the front, but my stiletto works really nice.
yes.
Okay, and then if I see any that are still stuck in there, I can just go in there and pop that up
Yeah.
like that. That one was easy, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. But it also gives yourself a sense of confidence. Remember, 3 Things Live is where we always have something to make you smile,
Something to learn.
and something to discover.
A round of applause.
Way to go.
Yes,
Exciting.
absolutely.
Let's go.
All right, welcome back everyone to 3 Things Live. I'm Kris.
And I'm Cheri.
And we are talking about the serger today. However, we've got a really cool project that whether you do it on the serger or the sewing machine, I have a feeling you're gonna love it because guess what? It takes 1 piece of fabric.
No way.
Yes,
And it's
1
so
piece of fabric.
cute, you guys.
It's
my
kind
word.
of a fun one for sure. But before we get started in that, I want to address a couple things I saw in the comments. First, there's been several people asking, can they still get the class? How did they sign up for it?
So it is on our website, and it is called a ruffled serger bag. I think
Yes.
it's bag. And it is on a replay. It's about an hour and 45 minutes.
Okay.
We'll go through. We'll also give you a few other tutorials. When you get that download, there will be a PDF emailed to you, or there's some of the free serger videos that we have. But it just kind of is giving you like, these are the ones we're going to target in this.
Yeah, because it gives you some background knowledge,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Oh, which is also very,
Yep.
very important. Yeah, definitely. And then I loved what Gail shared on YouTube. She said that she really wants the serger. The problem is, where's she going to put it?
You know,
You know?
they don't take as much, they do not take as much room as a sewing machine, I feel like.
You know what? She could do what Shelly's done and put it on the 22nd floor of her house.
Yeah, you're going to get one, and then you're going to need one on every level.
That's right. Gail, we can come over. We'll just head on down south. We'll figure it out for
I
you.
love it. I love it. Let's go.
Let's go visit Gail. All right, friends. Well, let's go ahead and get started by showing you what little bag we're going to be making today. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is so fun.
Look
this
how
is,
fun that is.
I'm calling it the Little Bow Tote, and it really is. It's little.
It is little.
Right?
Yep.
It's about 6 inches by about 10 inches tall. But if you see here, it's got a knot at the top, and then it has these openings. This would be a perfect little tote for all kinds of things. What can you imagine?
You know what? I want to make one for my lunch bag so I can be like the cool kid that's taking their lunch in the cute bag.
Okay, I like that. That's not a bad idea. I could see taking, some scriptures in here
Yep.
for if you're going to church. Maybe a good reading book. Fabric is what I put in here.
It would be a cute airplane bag.
Oh, that's
Like for
kinda
your
fun.
just your little,
Some little
essentials.
basics.
Yeah.
Yeah, some essentials. You could put some lotions in there, all kinds of things. And Heidi, you're absolutely right. And Laura, they're on the same page. They both said cute Easter basket.
Very
Yes.
cute Easter basket. Oh,
You guys are
timing.
you're gonna love how easy this is to go together too. All right, are you ready?
We are ready.
So let's go ahead and take a look. So first off, you need about a 1/3 yard of fabric, all right? And so what I have here in front of me, isn't this lemon print so cute?
That is adorable fabric.
We're gonna keep it off of the bolt just as is. You know how when you get fabric off the bolt, you have an automatic fold? Well, let's go ahead and use that fold to our advantage here, all right?
Perfect.
So I've got the fold on the left
We don't even
side.
have to press that in there.
No, we don't. We don't have to find the center, nothing like that. And then I'm actually placing this all the way to the 0. Now, for the camera to be able to see, I'm gonna move it over a little. Oh, there we go. Nice job, Abby. Abby and Eric are behind that camera right now.
Yeah, they are.
We got Hal and Steve and Shelby on the other ones. What an awesome team.
They are
Here we go.
fantastic.
All right, all your cutting measurements are found in the pattern, so I'll just go ahead and quickly cut this up. We're basically cutting it up into 3 pieces, all right? And then I could do this last one. Now, you're gonna have just a little bit left over. I'm gonna toss that aside in the garbage,
Perfect.
okay, in the garbage.
Man, that means
Okay.
it's going to fit on any cut of fabric.
It really is.
That's nice.
That is the way it was designed, was like, you know what, we're gonna use 1 piece and that's it. So because I had the fold, you can see that I actually have two and two, and I have one big long piece right here.
Oh, because of the fold.
Exactly. All right.
So simple to cut that.
I'm gonna
That's
set
genius.
aside. I'm gonna set those other ones aside. All right, friends. So what we're gonna do is the goal here is I want to serge along both long edges, and so let's go ahead and come over
All right.
here.
What machine are we on today?
We're on the Baby Lock Victory. This is a 4-thread overlock setting that I have it set up to be. Oh, you're thinking
You guys,
Triumph.
this is not my Triumph.
With the Triumph, the foot lift is in the
Yes.
front. So I'm seeing her doing
We
this.
did move it back to neutral.
Differential.
No worry, we're not going to gather it.
Okay. Look how fast and slick that goes together, friends. Wow. This is one of the things that people love about sergers is because you get
Yes.
this beautiful finish and it is fast, fast, fast.
And I didn't even ask you, but I just took off a little smidge.
That's fine.
Isn't that about
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, not
just
a
enough
problem
to
at all.
get. Do you want both sides of it, or are you gonna?
We would,
good?
but I actually have a step out for us
Sweet.
today.
Okay.
All right. So again, you would be serging along both long edges. Now,
So if I was sewing, would I still finish the edges like that?
We'll talk about that here in just a
Okay.
moment because that's a great question. I'm going to see if we can get a little bit more up close on this serge edge because I really want you to see how beautiful that finishes.
This is why you love a serger.
Yes, it makes everything nice and flat. You know, the edges are nice and clean. It's beautiful. Now, one of the reasons why I love this so much is because when I want to do a hem, what I do is it gives me kind of a natural fold to follow. And so all I have to do is just fold this over once, and then I take my iron and I press it all the way down. Now, if you were doing it on a sewing machine, the difference here would be that you would have to fold it over once by about a 1/4 inch, but you would still have this ugly raw
Yeah, you'd have
edge,
the-
right?
Yes.
So on the sewing machine, you would have to fold it over one more time, and now you top stitch. So you're essentially saving yourself a step.
Which your fingers will thank you from the iron.
Oh
too,
my goodness,
when you
isn't
use
that
your
the
serger
truth?
instead.
Yes, exactly. So you can see here that this one, I have already, on this side, I've already serged it and I've already top stitched it with just, again, a 1/4 inch seam allowance. But I want to show on camera, Cheri, if you wouldn't mind, heading over to the ironing table. And I want you to show them how slick it is to just pull this edge over
And press
then
that
press
one.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Because what it's saving is that extra step of the folding and folding.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Exactly. All right, Ray shares on, let's see, she is on Facebook. She said, I made a larger one like this since in New Jersey they give us no bags when we shop. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you know the fun thing about this project, Ray, is that this same technique can be used with any size fabric, honestly. All right. So here we go. You can see how easy that was for Cheri to press over.
Yeah, it gave me right along that seam.
Yeah,
Super
it just
easy.
has a natural
It does.
fold, doesn't it? And then you just stitch all along the edge with your sewing machine just to hold it down. So what you have is you have a hemmed edge on both sides. All right, let's take a look at this now. I have my hemmed edge on both sides. Now, this is kind of the fun part, my friends, because we are going to create the handle right now. Now,
What?
notice the handle is a knot. Yes.
I'm intrigued.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to do, I want to find my kind of my center point, just so I have something to kind of aim for. All right. You could do it by, just by your eyesight too, but I'm just going to say, all right, that's basically the middle. And I'm just going to scrunch this in like this and tie it in a knot. That's it.
Scrunch and tie.
Scrunch
those are
and
the
tie.
those are the
That's
directions.
it. You have one big bow for your hair.
You do. That reminds me of some of the bows they used to wear in the day.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I had those on my prom
Did
dress.
ya?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And sometimes you have to just kind of play around with it a little bit so that you have both sides facing right side up. Now, at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half so that your bottom edges touch, those raw edges touch. Okay. And then you take it back to your sewing machine and you're just going to do a stitch about 6 inches up approximately. Okay, we want to leave this to be open. All right, so we go about that far up and we're going to do that on both sides. All right, oops, I thought I had another piece here, but I'm not seeing it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and serge it. That will be just fine. Normally we would just
So we're going
do
to serge
a
about
top
6
stitch.
inches.
Yeah, approximately. Don't worry about it too much, but let's just get it sewn together so that both edges are about 5 to 6 to 7 inches
Oh my
up.
word,
All
that
right?
is not.
You're still used to that
I
triumph, aren't you?
am. I love my triumph.
Cheri is spoiled.
I am so
right.
spoiled.
Okay, and go ahead and just run it off the edge. There we go. And then just do it on the other side.
Okay.
So pretty simple so far, right, everyone? Everyone's catching the drift of how this comes together? Okay. Now, this bag is not lined, and the reason for that is because, again, we're making something super fast, super simple, super straightforward, so there's no lining in this one. All right, now we have both of those edges sewn together. Hey, you know what? That doesn't look too bad. You could do it on a serger if you wanted
could.
to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this apart and I line up my serge seams. Okay, so let's see this one more time. We sewed up just about halfway up, right? I'm going to grab both edges and I'm going to pull it so that now my seams are lined up. There we go.
Now this is interesting because like the last time we were together, we did the cathedral windows.
Yes.
And we were like, man, this looks kind of like a fortune cookie.
It's
kind of the
like
same
it, right?
thing.
Yes, it's true. All right, friends, all you have to do now is we're going to serge along the bottom.
Ooh, super fast.
Once you get the hang of how this works, you can literally make one in 10 minutes.
You could have 2 done in a shower.
Yeah, that's right.
Not while you shower, but
Not wild, but you definitely could. Well, someone else is there, right? All right. Okay, that is so simple. Now, one more step, and then you're done. Are you ready for this? We're going to simply box out our corners. Now, if you didn't want to box out your corners, you don't have to, but I highly recommend. I like having a nice flat bottom to it. So to box out our corners, all we're going to do is this. I'm going to come back here to the bottom. These are the 2 bottom corners, right? Remember, this is my knot at the top, 2 bottom corners. I'm going to pull this apart and spread it out so that we have formed a triangle. And then you measure approximately 1.5 inches up, and all you have to do is serge right off. Now, because I'm using a serger, we can, essentially, we're cutting off the extra fabric already. We have a clean edge, we're cutting off the rest. If you had a sewing machine, you would still sew across the edge, across that triangle, and then you would have to trim up your edge. Okay,
and,
so let's
I
go ahead
love
and do
this because a lot of times we show boxing corners by cutting out 2 boxes, but this is really all you have to do.
It is. It's
Okay.
so simple, so simple. Okay, so let's go ahead and lift up our presser foot there.
We got it. I got it about down now.
Yeah. There we go. And we're just going to let the knife cut off the excess. Do you see that? Take a look. Now the excess has been cut off. In fact, let's show that, how that came off. All right, it just comes right off like that. There we go. We don't have to worry about that. And we're going to do one more corner, and then this bag is done.
No way.
Yeah. So again, we have a flat, 90-degree angle here. We're just going to grab this, pull it apart, because we're forming a triangle at the bottom. Then approximately go about an inch, inch and a half up. You can measure it if you want to.
You could draw a line too if you were unsure. Because Mary Lou says,
Absolutely.
you guys make it look so easy. I'm inspired to try box corners.
Yay! Good, Mary Lou. I'm so excited. And then she's just going to serge off that corner. Pretty darn cool. All right. So again, she's just lifting up the presser foot, putting it down, and the knife is cutting it off. You can see it right there. Okay. So that is it. Of course, we would trim off our little tails because those get kind of crazy. But look at this. How simple was that? We have a bag, folks. We have a
Look
bag.
how cute.
We have a bag. So much fun, right?
But wait, you have these other parts.
I do have these other parts. What am I going to do with these other parts?
I don't know.
Well, we're going to show you how quick and easy it is to make the bow. Are you ready for this? So remember, we cut 2 other parts. So the first part is a little bit bigger, right? All we're going to do is fold it in half with right sides together, and then we would serge along that seam. Now I've already done that here. So you can see that that seam has been serged, and then all you have to do is turn it right side out. Okay? I think, let's see. Let's go ahead and just pull this out all the way. Here, I'll let you do that one while I do this next one. The next one you're going to do is you're going to put this, now this is different, okay, so pay close attention to what I'm going to share here. This time with the small one, I'm actually going to fold it in with wrong sides together. Now, we normally don't do that when we create a tube, right? But this time we are. We're going to put wrong sides together, and then we would serge right along that outer edge. Well, what that gives us is a seam that looks like this. And do you see that? But this is so thin. This is why I decided to do it this way. I didn't want to have to turn a tube right side out that was this thin.
No.
No thanks. That does not sound like a fun day for me. So that's why I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and break the rules, and let's
What?
put
You can
wrong
break the
sides
rules?
together. Absolutely. And then I just pressed it in half with the seam towards the back. And look at that. I have a tie now to go around this. But you're going, wait a minute, Kris. You've got a tube here still. That's right. All I have to do is we're going to push this seam to the middle, to the center, right? And then it's going to look like this. I place the right side together. I fold it in half. My edge is open. Let's go ahead and do one final seam there, Cheri.
Man, this is so easy on the serger.
It is. It's slick, isn't it?
It is, because it just trims everything. Everything is nice and flat.
Yes. There we go. That's it. That is it. All right. So now I'm just going to go ahead and turn this
You can't even
out.
see that seam now.
You can't even see the seam. It's in the back. Take a look. We have created a bow, my friends. There we go. We're just going to tie this around in a knot, just like that. Now we have a clean knot in the front. We can tie that really nice and tight. There we go. We just go ahead and trim the excess fabric there. And look at that. All you have to do is, do you see how I have one bow on the top on this side? I'm placing it at the top of where this opening is. I'm just gonna flip over to this other side, and I just go ahead and hand tack that down. Again, trim those extras if you want to, okay? And then go ahead and do, you can hand stitch that down. You could hot glue it down if you wanted to. And I'll tell you this, if you want to make a separate bow that is a different color, so maybe it stands out more, you can certainly do that. You would need probably a fat 16th.
Or maybe
would
you're
give you
making
that.
2 bags and you can just switch.
Oh, that's a good idea. You could swap
Yeah.
them. Absolutely. And then that's all there is to it. And now you have this darling little tote that's going to be cute as like a little Easter basket, a little just grab and go. It's cute for the little ones, but it's also cute for us.
I was saying,
As
another
well,
thought. I mean,
right?
Easter's right there, but Mother's Day too.
Yes.
That would be a cute little bag.
Wouldn't that be cute? It'd be fun to have like flowers coming out of it as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Super fun. So that's all there is to it. I challenge all of you, especially for those of you who have sergers, get them out today.
I was thinking on every floor, someone has to make 3.
Get them out today and give this technique a whirl. See how you like it. I mean, this is going to be one of those projects that you're not going to be able to make just one. I'm thinking of all the fabrics. I go, oh, I got a 3rd yard of that. I got a 3rd yard
It's
of
when
that.
you go in the quilt store and you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna make, but
I
give
just wanna
me
make
some.
something.
Yeah,
And you
because
can
they're
get it done
they're
so
beautiful
fast.
fabrics. Yeah,
So fast.
so fast.
Oh my gosh, it was so simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We do have a pattern for you available. Again, it's called the Little Bow Tote. And you can see here, it says serger or sewing pattern. And look how cute the little flowers are. Oh, let me show you the back picture. Look how cute.
Cute.
So
Look
this
at
is
the
a little
that-
4th of July one.
Look
for
with
all
a different
the candy.
bow. And did you put it on with a
different
button?
bow, of course.
So
Added a little
cute.
button to the middle instead of tying it, and just, you put a little rubber band around it. But all of your instructions are in there. If you are looking for the pattern, you can find it on our website at mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com. It is there on sale, but guess what?
No.
Yes.
You didn't.
I did!
What?
Cue the confetti, folks! It's free in the club.
Yes.
I've seen that some club members want to have additional serger projects.
Yes.
So we said, you know what, that's going to be easy. We can do that.
Awesome.
So it's free in the club, and I would highly encourage you guys to give it a try as soon as you can.
I'm
While
gonna,
you're thinking
I'm gonna
about
make
it.
some tonight.
It's so easy.
It
and
is
so
so
fun.
easy and so fun.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, again, find the pattern on our website. And if you were in the market looking for a serger, Gail, I'm speaking to you and anyone else who might be on the fence thinking about a serger. We have some amazing sergers found on our website, or if you're local, come on in the store and we can help you. But you know what, if you're not local, give us a call. We can take you through, we can FaceTime you, we can help you. We can sell all the different sergers on our over the phone, and let us help you find the right serger for you. Some of you think, oh, that's a little intimidating to have an 8-thread serger. It's
really
actually sometimes
easy.
even easier than a 4-thread serger. But whether it's a 4-thread serger or an 8-thread, Baby Lock has the very best sergers. We love the air threading, so it makes serging an absolute breeze.
It does.
So check them
No
out.
pun intended.
No pun intended.
With your air threading.
Exactly. All right, friends, are you looking for another way to get a really beautiful finish on that next project? Well, Sandra's going to join us back here at the sewing table, and she's going to share with us how to do a French seam. We'll be back in just a moment. Today we're talking about a new quilt block. It's a courthouse, so it is very similar to a log cabin block, right? We're talking about foundation paper piecing today. You're gonna start out with a 1.5-inch square, and you're going to actually place it on the back of the paper that is marked. You need to take a little glue stick and just a little dab will do. And you only do that the first time.
Right.
I want to place the tapered edge between the 1 and the 2. And this is going to help me to know exactly where to fold my paper back. So I just flip this over. I now know exactly where to cut. Then I'm just going to place it right sides together, and you're going to sew on the line between the 1 and the 2. And you continue building this 4-inch block until you get, ta-da!
But it also gives yourself a sense of confidence.
Stop struggling and start learning how to quilt and sew with us on 3 Things Live.
Over the last couple of weeks, we learned about flying geese, what rulers to use, rotary cutters, adding toppers to tea towels, and so much more.
I love this.
4 of us here took on the Carrot Challenge, but used different machines to make something unique.
Watch and tell us who you think should take top carrot.
Way to go, way to go.
Nice.
So what are you waiting for? Click the links below to catch up on what you missed, or watch us live on Facebook or YouTube every Monday through Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mountain or 3 p.m. Eastern.
You guys are going to lose your minds.
Remember, 3 Things Live is where we always have something to make you smile
Something to learn.
and something to discover.
Let's go.
A round of
Cleaning.
applause. Way to go.
Yes,
Exciting.
absolutely. How about a double pinwheel?
Double the fun.
Yes! It's a pinwheel inside of a pinwheel. This is our quarter square. So you're going to place right sides together, so a 1/4-inch seam allowance, and then you press it out. So 4 inches. Once the pairs are done, we create a checkerboard. This main fabric is also a 4-inch strip. Right sides together, so a 1/4-inch seam allowance on both ends. Are you ready for the magic? Flip it over, take this center line right here, place it directly on top of that center seam, and then I make sure that my little arrows are resting on the bottom seam. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I love this.
Here is the tip. I'm gonna rotate my fabric, and as long as I always have my light color on the left, all of my blocks will be the same.
Oh.
And there we go, folks. All right, we are back for theme number 3. And Sandra, you know, if you don't have a serger, there's other ways to finish a seam in a beautiful way as well.
Oh yeah, so that you can have the inside look finished.
Exactly.
Okay, because there's a lot of times we have our garments especially, you know, and depending on the kind of fabric that you're using, it also depends on how you want to finish that seam, because sometimes a serger is not what you want to use on some fabrics.
Exactly.
So you've got to think, okay, how else can I finish this so it would look done?
Okay.
You know, not just done, but it would look nice.
So
okay?
for an example, a pillowcase.
A pillowcase,
I
exactly.
love this pillowcase. This is absolutely adorable.
Yeah, and I like the way I like to do French seams
take
on
a
my
look at that.
pillowcases.
Yeah.
And the main reason is because of the top of it. So if you look at this, you can see how that top of that doesn't show any finished edge on the top of that
that's
seam
beautiful.
right there. So you can see on the inside where, oh my gosh, you don't see any seam. It's just all finished.
There's no raw edges.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, help us discover how this is done.
So what you do at the very first, French seam is a little bit different.
Okay.
And you have to consider your seam allowance on them too. Okay, because it does take a little bit more than just a 1/4 inch if you're doing a French seam.
Okay.
So what you do first of all is you're going to do it totally opposite of what you're thinking. Okay, you're going
You have to think backwards. I should be good at
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, you do. Okay, you're going to take wrong sides together in order to do this. So Cheri, I'm going to just give that, just do a 1/4 inch.
Okay.
Now I do know a lot of people will tell you do just a little bit of extra, but I'm going to give you a little bit of tip here. So wrong sides together, 1/4 inch seam.
Okay.
And go.
Go. we're there.
This is what happens when you have a transition and you go from one
There you
machine
go.
to the other. It's kind of
I'm like, it's sewing on the left side. That's not going to give me a 1/4 inch seam. That's where I was at.
Doesn't matter. Just make me a seam. I don't even care at this point in the game.
Because the whole idea is that you're making a seam that's smaller than the next seam, correct? Okay.
Correct. Yeah, and you know, and as we all know, when you're doing a garment of some kind, they always use a 5/8 inch seam. I can't remember the last time I used a 5/8
right.
inch seam, but that's what you do.
I think we're a little scant, but
That's okay.
it should be fine.
It'll be fine. But you
Okay.
can see here, I've just got just a small seam there. Then you're going to take this and you're going to open it up and you're going to press it really good. Okay. Now, I want you to take a look at this one, Kris, and
Okay.
tell me if you see anything that's kind of
Oh,
doesn't
boy.
really look great.
Well, that looks good.
The inside looks great, doesn't
The
it?
inside looks amazing.
Okay, let's
All
take a
right.
look at the outside. Now I know it's kind of hard because you've got some
Okay.
black.
Okay, I
But-
think this might be what you're referring to because I've had this problem many, many times when I've tried doing a front seam. And that is sometimes I get a lot of these threads poking out and I end up seeing a raw edge
raw
in
edge.
there. Is that what you're referring
That's
to?
exactly right.
Because I've had this very issue.
So you have to be
Yeah.
really careful when you do that. So
So how do you prevent that?
the first prevention is to make sure it's a good clean cut on your fabric.
Okay.
That prevents this from happening. If you have a good clean cut, then you don't get all these threads out.
So
Okay.
do you sew it and then trim it?
There are some that you can, yes,
Okay.
depending on your seam itself.
Okay.
So like this one here, we've handled this a little bit, so we're gonna have a little bit of fraying. So we definitely could go through there and just take our...
Do a little trim,
and
trim.
do a little trim, exactly.
Okay.
But that's a very small one, so we're just gonna take a little bit more of a seam on our second one.
Okay.
So then now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and you're going to put
Let's put that right over
there.
here so they can
right
see.
sides together.
Okay, so let's just review real quickly. You originally had the wrong sides together. You sewed your seam, and now you have right sides up, and now we're putting right sides
And
together?
now we're going to put right sides together, and we're going to make sure that you have it right on your seam, because those two are just a little bit different sizes.
okay.
You're going to make your seam right down the middle.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
So can we press that too?
You definitely could, yes.
Okay, should we
You
do a finger press for now?
Sure, that'll work.
Okay,
Now, this is where you're going to want to make sure that you don't get this happening.
okay.
Where you don't get this is to
How?
make sure that you go inside that and catch that whole seam.
You can kind of feel it,
You
can't
can.
you?
You
Okay.
definitely can feel
Okay.
it. So you can feel that, and just
Yeah.
and I would probably go over just a little bit more than a 1/4 inch if
Okay.
you're doing that as a 1/4 inch. So
Okay.
as now you can tell, I'm at almost like a 1/2 inch seam.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why you have to take that little bit into
Okay.
consideration as
Okay.
far as how much you're doing. But again, your garments that you make are normally at a 5/8 inch seam.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at, that's probably about where it would be. But if you're doing like this pillowcase or
Right.
a bag or something, those
You have a lot more
seams-
leeway,
you
don't
do.
you?
You do.
Okay.
You have a lot more forgiveness to them, so that helps out
So
a whole
Vicki
lot.
shares on Facebook, she said, on my pillowcases, my first seam is a 1/4 inch, then I trim it to an 1/8 inch, turn and do another 1/4 inch. That's an excellent idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Yeah, I totally agree. I don't want to add that extra step of trimming, so I just make sure bring it
Could
in
you
just a little
sew
bit.
an 1/8 of an
I have
inch
to peek first.
Could you sew an 1/8 of an inch
You sure
first
could.
instead of trimming? Just
Yes.
sew the 1/8 inch and then sew the 1/4 inch.
Yes,
Okay.
very much so.
Okay.
Okay, so then you've got it that it's going to look like this.
Okay.
So then when you open it, that's
Beautiful.
That's where you're
Nothing is
not
sticking out.
seeing any of this fraying
Okay.
coming out like
Okay.
I did. Way to go, Cheri.
Nice job. Wow, look at this in the back.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
So-
beautiful.
I know that there's a lot of projects that you might have that maybe you just don't want the bulkiness of that seam on the inside like
Yeah,
that.
because it would stick out, right?
It would.
Okay.
So what you
what do
can
about
do,
that?
what I did with this one, is I took it and I pressed it down and then I
Wow.
stitched it down just on that edge.
So you're going to
that's-
have Another stitch showing.
That's almost like what they call a flat felt seam, like you have on the
Yes.
side of your jeans
Yeah.
or anything like
That's
that.
still so pretty.
But it still looks really great to just stitch that down just on that very edge, and then you don't have that bulkiness. So you could leave it like this, no trouble whatsoever, or you can do it like that.
and stitch it.
Stitch
You're
it down.
doing a top stitch, and look how nice and flat that is.
Yeah, it stays really
That
nice.
is really flat.
Yeah,
Wow.
It works out really great.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to see that, but you
Oh,
do
my
have
goodness.
that seam right there.
Well, you can't even really tell on
No,
this one.
no, you
Huh.
can't.
So if you wanted to make it stand out, you could,
Yeah.
or you could
Just-
have it be more subtle.
Just leave it like this, just like that, like I did on my pillowcase.
Okay.
I really like them for pillowcases, especially, like I said, on that very top edge where that comes.
Sure.
You're not going to have that thread
love that.
sticking out or anything right there, so it worked out really great.
Wow. Okay. I just discovered something new. I had never thought about actually stitching it down afterwards.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah. Can do it
Wow.
either way.
Okay. What do you all think? Let us know in the comments. Tell us, have you ever tried a French seam before? What was your experience like? Have you heard of a French seam but never knew quite how to do it? We'd love to hear what you have to share in
And
them.
they're super simple. They are
They
really
are.
simple to do.
Oh my goodness. And
Gives you a
talk
nice good
about
finish.
professional at its best. Wow.
Yeah.
Sergers, sewing machines, we can all make it look beautiful. It's just knowing the right techniques of how to do it. And all of you can do it too. I learned so much from this short little demo today, and I appreciate you sharing that with us.
You bet.
All right. Okay, everyone. Well, that is all for our show today. We want to thank you so much for being here. Before we leave, we want to remind you that a brand new passport series is just around the corner, and you can find it on our website at mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com.
Adorable.
Oh my goodness, these projects are so cute. They're going to be perfect for a Mother's Day gift, a get well gift, an I'm thinking of you gift, an everyday kind of item to have. You know, if you have any kind of electronic cutting machine, whether it's a Scan and Cut, a Cricut, a Silhouette, we invite you to be a part of the Petals and Projects Scan and Cut edition, the spring edition series. It's only $19 for all of the different design files. And then we do have a kit, if you're interested, that is just $22.99. And that includes the tea towel, the fabrics for the appliques. By the way, the appliques on the tea towel is done on the embroidery machine or the sewing machine. Both are included. Both of those files are included in your downloads. And I'm really excited about it because if you notice the pictures, there's a little wooden spoon that it comes in the kit.
What?
The little water pitcher
What?
comes in the kit. It's all included.
let's see
But
that
the
again.
little wooden spoon says Mom on it. But I also
How
have files for
fun.
it to just say happy, sister, love you, thinking of you, get well. So many
What
different
a
ways to
fun,
use
different
it.
project.
Yes.
That looks
How
awesome.
fun.
Yes, and you also get a bonus group of cut files for felt flowers. And
No
they are so cute, and they're not even
way.
pictured here because it's a bonus. Bonuses are always surprises
Oh,
at the end. At the end.
But
So-
she's spilling the beans
I was
now.
going to say, you just told us
Well,
what
I
the
told you
surprise
what it
was.
is, but you haven't seen it. So, so we hope that you'll join Jackie and I for that. The first project drops on Friday, March 27th, with our first office hours open on Monday, March 30th. So,
Ooh,
all right,
that's coming
friends.
right up.
It is.
You guys better sign up fast.
It's just a few weeks
and get those
away.
kits because they always run out.
They do. Yep, we always do, and they are. Everything's included in the kits. Everything.
They're so
Yeah,
fantastic.
everything you need is in there. So, all right, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you to both of you for being here with me today. It's been a lot of fun, and thank you for being with us as well. If this was something that you enjoyed and might think that, you know what, I have a friend who might enjoy this show today, we would be so grateful if you shared it. And if you're on YouTube, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss another video. All right, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep doing all the things you love, and we hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.